Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in. And in today's WWE video, we're going to be previewing Saturday night main event. We're going to be talking about the matches, my thoughts and my predictions, my preview of each of the 5 matches that are on the card for Saturday night's main event. But before I get to that, make sure you guys leave this video a like. It continues to help this channel to grow and to boost the YouTube algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button and notification bell so you will not miss any of the videos that I post. Let's just get right into it and kick it off with the first match of the night, or probably my first match I'm going to think of, is Zelina Vega versus Chelsea Green for the United States Championship. And I'm kind of glad to see that they did put a women's match on this card, because it looked like for a while it was only going to be a 4-match preview. But they ended up putting the Women's United States Championship on this card, and Chelsea Green will try to look to take her title back from Zelina Vega. Now, with the women's mid-card titles, this was the first one to change hands, and this has been the only one to change. Now, Lyra Valkyria has been the inaugural women's intercontinental champion since the addition of the belt, but I was glad to see Zelina Vega get her a title shot or a singles title in WWE, especially that the kind of Queen Zelina thing didn't necessarily go as well. So it's interesting to see after last night, the Smackdown with B-Fab and Michin taking on her Chelsea Secret Service. I'm interested to see, is there going to be any outside involvement from any of those other 4 women? I think there's going to be that, and I think they could probably continue Zelina's reign, and I probably will think Zelina Vega wins this match, but I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea did. Now, I would like to see Chelsea in a match without any outside interference, because she can really wrestle, but I would like to see her without the Hervis, and Zelina had put on a good showing in a qualifying match between her, Julia, and Charlotte Flair. But I will pick Zelina Vega to win this match. Then we have the Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest steel cage match. And I am going to be honest, I'm glad to see this feud is kind of coming to an end. I would like to see both of these guys go in their separate directions. And the Sin City Street Fighter WrestleMania, it kind of wasn't what I wanted it to be. And I think when you add the element of the steel cage and this type of rivalry and the way that they were on SmackDown, I also think that this is probably going to be a match that is going to be good, but I'm going to pick Drew McIntyre to win this match. I think it's going to be a good match. I hope it's going to be a good match, because I think they have good chemistry in the ring, but if I had to pick a winner, I think this would do more for Drew. I don't think Drew could be on the losing end of another major rivalry. He was already on the losing end of the CM Punk rivalry. I don't think he could be on the losing end of this one. Damian Priest, he could probably suffer a loss in this one, but I will pick Drew McIntyre in this match. Then we have the undisputed WWE champion John Cena versus R-Truth, who calls John Cena's childhood hero. This is probably the match I have the most intrigue to see, because this R-Truth thing I've really been a fan of, and I'm not the biggest fan of John Cena's heel turn. You guys can go to a previous video I did on that. I'm interested to see this match. And you want to know what's crazy? I just have a funny feeling R-Truth could pull off the upset. I'm going an upset here with R-Truth. I would love to see R-Truth get his moment, get his shine. I really would love to see it. John Cena wins enough. He wins enough. I think this is, for me personally, and what I feel and think of WWE, this match I think is the most intriguing of the night. And I will pick R-Truth to win this match. After the whole Backlash where he put John Cena put R-Truth through the table, I would love to see R-Truth win this match. I really, really would. Then we're going to have CM Punk and Sami Zayn. Oh, wait. Yeah. And oh, yeah. Speaking of John Cena and R-Truth, don't be surprised if Cody Rhodes returns tonight. Just saying. Don't be surprised if Cody Rhodes returns. I'll just leave that there. CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins. This is going to be a fiery match. This is going to be one of those matches that has a lot of story behind it. And I don't think you're building up Seth and Bron to have them lose to CM Punk and Sami. I just don't. The way that they've been building the faction between Seth, Bron, and Paul Heyman, and I'll be honest, I've probably said this before, I'm not the biggest Sami Zayn guy. I love me some CM Punk, Chi-Town City, Chicago's own Second City Saint. But I just don't think you're building up Seth and Bron only to them to lose unless some certain, what's this guy name? A tribal chief makes his return. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm just putting a realm of possibility there. What if a tribal chief made his return during this match? That would be another element in this story that I would love to see happen, and it would take this story to more heights than what it already is at. I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest, but I'm just putting that thought out there. What if a Second City Saint gets interrupted by a tribal chief? What if Seth Rollins gets interrupted by a tribal chief? I'm just putting that out there. But like I said, I'm going to pick Seth and Bron to win this match. Then we have the World Heavyweight Championship match versus my guy, Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. I'll be the first to tell you, I don't hate Logan Paul. I dislike Logan Paul. But the man can go in the ring. And I think this is going to be a very good match. But at the end of the day, with the way they've been building it up, with Logan Paul just continuing to knock out Jey Uso, I don't think there's a way at this time right now that they're going to take the title off of Jey Uso. I just don't. And then I just think you build up Jey Uso, you build up the heights of WrestleMania, he gets the title only for him to drop it in a matter of maybe a month, and then he drops it to Logan Paul. I don't see that happening. I think this is going to build towards the the June 9th match with him, Jey Uso, and Gunther. I just don't think Logan Paul is going to win this match. Actually, I hope Logan Paul is not going to win this match. I hope it's not. I think it's going to be a very good night. I think it's going to be a solid night. And I just really hope that they continue to build on the storylines and the stories that they've been telling, whether it's Jey Uso, whether it's Seth, whether it's CM Punk, the Bron Breakker, or whether it's the Drew McIntyre. Well, I want that one to end. And kind of Selena Vega and Chelsea, I kind of want that to end too. But I hope this propels R-Truth to get somewhere else, get something kind of to boost behind him. But I don't think they're going to do that. But either way it goes, these are my thoughts on Saturday night's main event. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment your thoughts, share, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.